Helmut Marko has seen it all in Formula One, and now he's raising concerns about Charles Leclerc's future at Ferrari. His message is clear: never underestimate Lewis Hamilton. When pushed to the limit, Hamilton finds an extra gear, and that's exactly where he is right now. This is his last big gamble, the ultimate risk. Hamilton didn't leave Mercedes just to see how things unfold. He made the move because this is his final chance to secure an 8th world title. If the Ferrari switch fails, there are no more second chances. No waiting for Mercedes to rebuild. No hoping Red Bull loses its edge. It's a win now or go home scenario. That's why we won't see the usual team-focused Hamilton at Ferrari. No more Mr. Nice Guy. No more we win and lose together mentality. This version of Lewis Hamilton is laser-focused on one thing: winning that championship without hesitation. Now, to be clear, this doesn't mean it's his final season in F1. But let's be realistic. Another shot with the top team after Ferrari is unlikely. For him, this isn't just a new chapter, it's an all-or-nothing moment. Leclerc may still believe he's Ferrari's golden boy, but there's a major issue. Hamilton isn't wired to play a supporting role. This isn't a long-term project where he patiently builds a team. He didn't leave the most dominant squad in F1 history just to back a teammate who has never won a title. So if Ferrari thinks they can manage this situation smoothly, they've got another thing coming. Lewis Hamilton isn't at Ferrari to help Leclerc's title campaign. He's there to take it for himself. That's exactly what Helmut Marko is warning Ferrari about. When Marko speaks, people listen, not because he's always right. He's known for making bold predictions, but because he knows how to identify a dangerous competitor. Right now, he sees Hamilton as a direct threat to Leclerc. Marko understands that Hamilton doesn't take long to adjust. Sure, Ferrari is new to him, but that's just a minor hurdle. Give him a few races, and he'll be extracting every last tenth from the SF25 like he's been driving it for years. When that happens, Leclerc has a serious problem, because if Hamilton even senses a title opportunity, he'll give it everything he has. Ferrari might claim they want two equal drivers, but history tells us otherwise. Teams always back the driver most likely to bring home the championship. If Hamilton proves to be the faster, more consistent racer, Leclerc could suddenly find himself in a secondary role within his own team. But things aren't that simple. Marko also pointed out a potential flaw in Hamilton's game. His motivation dips when he knows he can't win. If Ferrari delivers a car that's only capable of fighting for 4th place, Hamilton's drive could fade. However, if the SF25 is even remotely competitive, he'll go all in. And that's where things get dangerous, because once Hamilton is fully engaged, stopping him is nearly impossible. Not by Ferrari, not by Leclerc, and certainly not by team orders. You might think Ferrari would never sideline Leclerc in favor of Hamilton. But think again. Teams can talk about equality all they want, but when the championship is at stake, decisions get made. In every title fight, one driver inevitably receives full backing, not because it's planned, but because it becomes necessary. If Hamilton starts outperforming Leclerc, the decision will take care of itself. Right now, Leclerc likely feels secure in his role. He's been Ferrari's guy since 2019, signed the long-term contracts, endured the poor strategies, and suffered the heartbreak, all under the assumption that he was the team's future. But here's the problem. Hamilton isn't thinking about the future. He's focused on winning now. If we reach race 5 or 6 and Hamilton is leading in points, what happens then? Will Ferrari truly split strategy calls evenly? Or will they start favoring the driver more likely to bring them a title? Initially, Ferrari may attempt to treat both drivers equally, but as the battle intensifies, things will get complicated. The moment Ferrari issues team orders, whether it's to let one driver through or hold position, one of them won't take it well. Hamilton has never been a backup driver, and Leclerc has fought hard to be Ferrari's leader. This could place the team in an impossible situation. Before predicting how the on-track battle unfolds, let's assess where both drivers stand heading into the season. Leclerc has been Ferrari's cornerstone for years. He's young, incredibly fast, and has remained loyal despite the team's tactical blunders. Ferrari built their future around him, secured him with a long-term contract, and made him the face of their resurgence. If Ferrari continues to back Leclerc, it's a long-term investment. He has time to win multiple championships, and keeping faith in him means securing the team's future. If Ferrari betrays him, he could start looking elsewhere. and teams like Mercedes or Red Bull would gladly offer him a seat. On the other hand, Hamilton is a proven champion. He's been in title fights before, knows how to handle pressure, and, unlike Leclerc, has actually won championships. Statistically speaking, if Ferrari wants an immediate title, Hamilton is the safer bet. He's already defeated Red Bull in a title fight before, and if Ferrari's car is anywhere near competitive, he knows how to capitalize on crucial moments. The worst mistake Ferrari can make is hesitating. If they try to keep both drivers happy for too long, they could cost themselves the championship. Red Bull and McLaren won't wait while Ferrari sorts out internal drama. If Leclerc and Hamilton start taking points off each other, Verstappen could walk away with another title uncontested. And what if one of them feels betrayed? The partnership would implode instantly. Whether it's Hamilton or Leclerc, the moment they believe Ferrari isn't fully supporting them, the gloves will come off. So Ferrari faces a choice: invest in Leclerc for the long term or push for an immediate title with Hamilton. Now, what does this mean for the 2025 season? The first few races will reveal everything. Who adapts to the SF25 quicker, who delivers under pressure, who has the upper hand in qualifying. Ferrari will be watching closely. If Hamilton comes out strong and starts beating Leclerc early on, the entire team dynamic could shift overnight. History shows that when one driver pulls ahead, the team naturally gravitates toward them. If that's Hamilton, Leclerc might suddenly feel like the second option in his own team. But what if Leclerc dominates the opening rounds? Will Hamilton accept playing catch-up? Or will he grow frustrated with Ferrari's lack of prioritization? There's also a nightmare scenario. What if the SF25 isn't even competitive? If Red Bull and McLaren are still too fast, and Ferrari is left battling for third place, does Hamilton lose motivation? According to Marko, he might. Then there's the inevitable driver tension. Initially, things may remain perfect, but if they start clashing on track, Ferrari will be forced to step in. Who gets the better pit strategy? Who receives priority on upgrades? Who's asked to move aside? No matter how much Ferrari insists on equality, at some point, they won't be able to maintain. The worst-case scenario for Ferrari is clear. If they mishandle this, they could hand the championship to Verstappen or Norris on a silver platter. The first mistake? Refusing to pick a side. If they try too hard to keep things balanced, they might sabotage their own title hopes. Meanwhile, Red Bull and McLaren will capitalize. Then there's the Leclerc dilemma. If Ferrari starts favoring Hamilton, how long before Leclerc starts considering other options? He's endured years of Ferrari struggles, believing he was their future. But if Ferrari shifts focus to Hamilton, he could be gone in a heartbeat. And what about Hamilton? If Ferrari botches strategy calls, something they're infamous for, does he regret leaving Mercedes? Does he lose faith in the project? Would he walk away from F1 entirely? Ferrari isn't just battling Red Bull and McLaren for the 2025 title, they're battling themselves. Managing two elite drivers is never easy. If they wait too long to pick a leader, they risk losing everything. Hamilton is here to win now. Leclerc believes he's Ferrari's future. But will Ferrari really let Hamilton play second fiddle? If they get this wrong, they won't just lose the title, they might lose one of their drivers. The championship isn't Red Bull's yet, but if Ferrari fumbles this, they'll hand it right to Verstappen.